Now, on Good Morning Northwest, a fiery rollover crash in Liberty Lake early this morning shut down I-90 for hours. What we know about it and what happened to the driver.
We're wrapping up a chilly week with colder temperatures coming in for the weekend. Now, there is going to be a warming trend. It's just going to take a while to get here. We'll have the information.
ICE agents arrest hundreds of migrants in sanctuary cities. What we know about these arrests and another one of President Trump's executive orders blocked by a Seattle judge. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. Welcome to your Friday, January 24th. TGIF. Hey, our pal Mark Peterson's back from vacation. He's here with your first alert forecast.
All right, good morning, everybody. Coming back to very chilly temperatures. 19 into Spokane, 16 into Coeur d'Alene. It's a clear sky. It's cold. Winds are light right now, but we're going to see some breezy conditions later on today. The four things that we want to talk about. The sunshine we're going to see for days during the day. The colder weekend coming up. Very dry conditions, but we will see that warming trend. We'll have that coming up. We look at the forecast radar. You'll see over eastern Washington and much of North Idaho, not much going on. It's going to be a fairly clear sky. It's going to be very dry. This takes us all the way through Saturday dinner time. That goes all the way through the Tri-Cities, Oregon, Idaho. Continues into parts of Monday, and in fact next week we'll see maybe a few more variable clouds, but still going to see mostly sunny conditions, and it's still going to be dry. Right now, waking up temperatures 20 in 9 Mile, Deer Park 11, 16 in Hayden. It's chilly all over the place. Just be prepared for that, and some breezy conditions this afternoon, which would put a wind chill with this 32-degree high and make it feel like it's in the mid-20s. So be prepared for that. Grab those shades. We'll have more on the forecast coming up.
Thanks. Well, we're starting with breaking news of a crash and fire on I-90 near Liberty Lake that shut down the freeway from State Line to Liberty Lake for several hours this morning. WSP says the driver is a 20-year-old post-falls man and drugs or alcohol are involved. Take a look at what's left of this pickup. These pictures are from Greg Riddell of the Washington State Patrol, who says the pickup was traveling east when it lost control, hit the cable barrier in the median, and then rolled into the westbound lanes. The driver was ejected and does have life-threatening injuries. Right now, I-90 is back open in both directions, and WSP says the driver has life-threatening injuries. His name has not yet been released. Well, this morning, President Trump is cracking down on immigration.
Yeah, already some big city mayors are protesting new arrests carried out in recent hours. Hannah Joy is at the Breaking Now desk. And Hannah, how many people have been arrested?
Robin, this morning, more than 500 undocumented migrants have been arrested. Here you can see agents taking people into custody in cities such as New York, Chicago, and Boston.
I wouldn't describe them as raids. What it seems to be is what we expected and what I support, which is the apprehension of criminals in our communities.
Sources say most of the arrests appear to be suspected criminals. In New Jersey, agents detained multiple people at a restaurant. They did not have a warrant, but they still took U.S. citizens and a military veteran. The restaurant owner says agents took 3 employees into custody when they were not able to show documentation.
I feel that we have to be a country with law, but go after bad people, not working people. These are family people. These are people that show up to work every day.
The White House also shut down processing centers in Central and South America. Meanwhile, a judge in Seattle has blocked Trump's order to end birthright citizenship. The judge is calling Trump's order unconstitutional. Another hearing on the issue is in 2 weeks. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. A jury convicted a man of raping and murdering his wife. It happened last March in Pullman. Jamie Wilson Spray was on the phone at this mobile home in Pullman when she was attacked. When police arrived, they found her dead inside the trailer with scratches and bruising on her neck. Now, during the investigation, Jacob Spray's father told police that his son had confessed to that murder. The jury deliberated for 4 hours before deciding that Jacob was guilty. Jamie's family was there in the courtroom when the verdict was delivered. A judge will determine Jacob's sentence at a hearing on March 24th. He faces up to 26.5 years in prison. Well, a major hearing yesterday in the murder case of 4 University of Idaho students.
Bryan Kohberger's defense team fought to get critical DNA evidence tossed from the case, which prosecutors say ties him to the crime scene. His attorneys are taking aim at DNA analysis known as investigative genetic genealogy, a process where police enter DNA profiles into public databases to find relatives and then narrow the list of potential suspects. The defense wants all evidence related to IGG tossed from this case.
The court should suppress the IGG identification and everything that flows from that.
The prosecution firmly pushing back on that.
There is no case law anywhere that the state could find, and the defense has not cited any to suggest that there is a reasonable expectation of privacy in DNA found at a crime scene.
Kohberger's team also pressed for a Franks hearing, telling the judge police knowingly withheld and provided false information in the affidavit of probable cause. If they can prove that search warrant would be tossed from the case. We will keep you informed on the latest. Hearing again taking place this morning. Good morning. Northwest time is now 6:05.
Checking back in with Mark Peterson here as we prepare for our day. The sunshine has really been nice on these cold days.
Jerry Rolls took a nice picture and shows us the blue sky. Still have snow up into the mountains. Again, the groomers are going to be very popular because there's no fresh snow coming in, and they're going to be working it pretty well. All the ski areas do a beautiful job. We're going to have a full check of your forecast coming up.
Some of our local Idaho schools are facing a funding emergency. I'll explain the problem and what local educators are hoping you can do about it coming up.
And rising insurance prices are hitting many of us. They're even affecting our furry friends. Look at how costs are affecting animal care and welfare outreach coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Falco Spokane, your fireplace specialists.
Your home is more than a place, it's a feeling, a reflection of who you are. And at the Tin Roof, we believe furniture should do more than fill a room, it should inspire it. From timeless dining tables to sofas you can sink into and decor that tells your story, every piece is thoughtfully curated to make your space feel effortlessly you. Because it's not just furniture, it's where memories are made, where comfort lives, and where life happens. It's more than furniture, it's a feeling.
Planning a trip to 49 degrees north? Make Mistaqua Casino Hotel your home base for an unforgettable ski, stay, and play experience. Store your gear securely in our convenient ski lockers. And after a day on the slopes, relax in our indoor swimming pool, hot tub, or unwind in one of our comfortable, beautiful new hotel rooms. Mistaqua Casino Hotel is located just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Visit Mistaqua.com for more details.
For the professional, it's not enough to possess knowledge. We seek to refine it, to wield its power, to redefine its boundaries. Knowledge is put to the test in every GMC Sierra. Get 0.9% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. That's over $4,200 in average finance savings.
See your local GMC dealer.
Not again, Mom.
Looks like this will be your last year with season tickets, huh? Oh, let's iron out this big mess.
I'm calling the swap team.
Wait.
At Craig Swap & Associates, we want to make sure that you're really winning. We get you compensated, and we don't receive a penny until you get paid.
One call, that's all. 509-999-9999.
Here at Coeur d'Alene Honda, we're more than just a car dealership. We're family. For the past 53 years, we've been proudly serving our community.
We offer the best vehicles with a nationwide lifetime warranty.
From coast to coast, we've got you covered.
Whether you're looking for an affordable used car, we're looking to upgrade to a new Honda. We're here to make the process simple and stress-free.
It's not just about selling cars.
We give back to local charities and support our community.
And don't forget about our lifetime warranty.
It is 6:09 right now. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. His former translator, we're talking about Shohei Ohtani and the case about the fraud case concerning him.
Yes, Ippei Menzuhara is charged with stealing millions of dollars from him. That's his former translator. In April of last year, Menzuhara was charged with bank fraud, accused of impersonating Ohtani on calls to a bank to steal nearly $17 million from the World Series champ. Now, in a recorded phone call with the bank, Menzuhara can be allegedly heard claiming that he is Ohtani, apparently passing all the necessary security questions while trying to wire himself $200,000. Menzuhara Rivera has pleaded guilty. Prosecutors are asking for nearly a 5-year prison sentence. They also want to force him to pay back nearly $17 million.
Outgoing Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau says that if President Trump moves forward with those sweeping 25% tariffs, Canada will be forced to respond with their own against the U.S. Trudeau warning that Americans will undoubtedly pay more on just about everything from their neighbors to the north, including oil, uranium, and steel.
Ford announced a new recall of more than 272,000 Broncos and Mavericks due to a power problem that causes the cars to stop unexpectedly or fail to start. The National Highway and Transportation Safety Administration pointing to internal manufacturing defects of the 12-volt battery as the culprit.
Ireland reeling under a rare status red weather warning as Storm Éowyn batters the country. About 715,000 homes, businesses, and farms are without power. The west coast there has been hardest hit. Matt Hawkins, an aquarium manager in Salt Hill, shared dramatic footage of Atlantic Ocean swells and fierce winds. He apparently stayed overnight at the aquarium to protect the animals.
10-second takeaway on a Friday. It's going to be a frosty start. It's cold outside. You'll see the sunshine today, but grab those warm layers, grab the sunglasses. You'll need them. If you're inside, it's going to look gorgeous. 32 the high today.
Rising insurance costs are affecting so many people in our communities, but that includes your local animal shelters. Better Together Animal Alliance in Pend Oreille is one of the shelters dealing with these rising costs. From 2019 to 2023, its insurance premium more than tripled. Due to that increase, it's had to cut back on some of its programs, such as the Pets for Life program, where staff used to go out into the community offering animal welfare resources.
We're really losing traction on our progress to try to get as many pets spayed and neutered as possible.
The Spokane Humane Society has also been hit with higher insurance costs, forcing it to cut back on staff and the types of animals it can take. While both shelters deal with this struggle, there are ways you can help make a difference in the lives of these animals. For information on how you can help, head to our website, kxly.com. So many cute animals.
Yes.
Go get a friend. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:12.
Some relief is coming for Southern California. Rain is moving in. While it will help with the flames, it brings a whole new threat. We'll explain a little later.
And here is what your Friday morning is looking like. We got another cold start to our day. There we go. That's the look at our Friday. But when will things warm up? We'll stick around for Mark's full forecast. It's coming up after this.
Chicken Osaka. Ask for it by name. Exclusively at Mustard Seed, Northtown Mall.
4 News Now and STCU are recognizing volunteers who make a difference in our community. Today we honor Pat Gilmore. She's the founder of the Literacy Project of North Idaho.
Pat helps adults gain access to literacy skills, unlocking opportunities and changing the trajectory of their lives.
We tutor for 2 hours once a week, and within 2 hours you just notice something just kind of clicked and you're like, we're going, and here we go.
Pat tutors, organizes fundraisers, and writes grants for the Literacy Project. Thanks to STCU for helping make sure volunteers count.
You'll never get away with this.
You can make it all go away.
Seriously, you think I can pull a $130,000 Escalade out of my sack?
Maybe try a little Christmas magic or whatever.
It's a little late for that.
What you doing?
Play daily to enter and join Dave, Ken, and Molly for the grand prize drawing, only at Northern Quest.
When it comes to buying used vehicles, we know that there's a lot of options for you out there.
Make Colville Toyota your first option for quality used vehicles.
Before our cars hit the lot, we inspect and repair any issues that we may find. We care about our customers and our cars, and it shows with the extra TLC that we put into them.
If you're in the market for a new, used, or certified vehicle, come to Colville Toyota and buy with confidence.
Because we're your small-town dealership with a big heart.
Get it clean you can see with the Maytag Pet Pro Top Load Washer.
Save over 37% on a Maytag top load set on sale at Fred's for only $7.49 each.
The washer removes 5 times more pet hair with a Pet Pro filter. It also has a deep fill option to soak away your biggest messes.
This Maytag set is only $7.49 each. That's over a 37% savings.
Fred's is your go-to destination for the best value in laundry sets.
It's Falco's biggest end-of-season closeout sale ever. Enviro fireplaces are in stock and on sale. Display and demo models with over $1,000 in savings. Don't wait until next season. Get the best deal of the year now at Falco's. Enviro fireplaces are in stock and installation appointments are available today. Ask about special financing and clean air discounts too. Falco's Enviro closeout sale on now. 9310 East Sprague, Spokane Valley.
Chicken Osaka. Ask for it by name. Exclusively at Mustard Seed, Northtown Mall.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com. Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Welcome back. The time right now is 6:15. A change in the way Idaho funds public schools is leaving many districts scrambling.
Instead of receiving money for the number of students enrolled, the schools only get money when kids are in the classroom. 4 News Now's Allison Martinez is in studio with what local superintendents say this means for their students. Allison?
During the pandemic, the state of Idaho funded public schools based on enrollment. Superintendents from the Lakeland and Post Falls school districts tell me this method really works for them and their students. Before that, schools were awarded money based on average daily attendance, or ADA. It's a complex formula that takes the district's overall attendance from the first day of school through the first Friday of November and combines that with the best 28 weeks of attendance. This method is back and schools are being awarded by ADA right now. Superintendents from the Lakeland and Post Falls school districts tell us this is costing them, and there's a lot at stake, from smaller class sizes to affordable after-school activities.
For some kids, that's what keeps them in school. And so that becomes a little bit problematic for the community when we're not able to provide those things.
Keep watching Good Morning Northwest, because in 30 minutes, I'll explain what these districts are asking the community to do to save the day for students. In studio, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
Allison, thanks. Here's a live look outside as we kick off our Friday morning. This week felt long for some reason, for us at least.
And strangely that it did, because we had Monday off.
I know.
Isn't that weird that it works that way?
Yeah.
Does this feel long for you? Your first day back from vacation?
Here's the deal. You go on vacation and you go like, oh, it'll be a week. And then suddenly it's like, we got to go back.
I know.
Yeah. All right, so took a quick little Carnival cruise out of Long Beach, down Ensenada, down to Cabo and back. Right, very nice.
Yeah.
Blue sky. I brought a slideshow,
and you brought
gifts. I've
toothpick holders.
Called them toothpick holders over the years. These are going to be the final ones.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Because retirement at the end of February.
That's right.
I don't have any other trips planned. So, ladies.
Thank you, Mark.
You must have a lot of these.
I have a bunch, because you've taken quite a few trips.
Yeah, and I keep bringing back shot glasses. I just want everyone to end up in rehab, apparently. All right, let's take a look. Here's what I had to deal with. Not only my wife, but I had to deal with sunshine, blue sky, and 70 degrees.
You poor thing.
Poor thing. Is crazy. The shopping. Can I tell you, shoes are just as expensive in Mexico as they are here. So, again, this is Cabo. This is coming in. You can see the office in the center. Many people who've been there know the office exists, but quite nice. We were only there for about 6 hours, but on the ship, of course, every morning I was up before sunrise. They did have coffee service starting at 4 a.m., so I was in. But yeah, it turned out to be really nice. So, and I got a little bit of color. Temperatures right now into the teens. I didn't bring any warmth back with me. I wish I could have put it in a suitcase. 11 degrees into Deer Park, 19 at Spokane International, 16 into Post Falls. We're going to see plenty of sunshine, some variable clouds, temperatures into the mid-20s. That's going to be at 10 o'clock, then low 30s all afternoon. 32 is going to be our high today. Winds are going to be light. We're going to see those less than probably 5 miles an hour throughout most of the day, and then clearing and cold overnight again. We look at satellite radar. There's nothing to the north that's going to come in. That band of moisture is coming in through parts of southern Idaho now and parts of Montana. If you're traveling over there, the Rockies getting some snow. That's where that moisture band is, continues to move south. Behind that, it's going to be dry, and that is what we'll see all next week. Temperatures today, 32 degrees, 33 into Colville and sunny and 42 into Grand Coulee. We'll see Moses Lake with sunshine, 37 into Ritzville, 41 into the Tri-Cities. Planning forecast hovering around 30 degrees Saturday and Sunday. All of that below average. We should be about 35 degrees, which we'll see Wednesday. Thursday, 37 degrees. Finally, with overnight lows into the low 20s. Burr.
A little chillier than what you've experienced, Mark. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:20.
Former Washington State Coug Frankie Louvu and his team, the Washington Commanders, are headed to the NFC Championship for the first time since 1992. Coincidentally, another former Coug led this team in their last championship appearance. You're going to hear from him ahead.
Plus, the wild end to last night's Idaho men's basketball game. You definitely don't want to miss this. It's coming up next in Morning Sports.
We thank you so much for starting your morning with us here on Good Morning Northwest. Happy Friday.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Multiple boat dealerships all in one place. Shop and compare, all in one place. One place that's heated and family friendly. Come see us at the Spokane Boat Show.
It's time to keep those New Year's resolutions going at Move Fitness.
Are you ready for this? Ready to take chances? Will you push and break your limits? Are you ready to be a legend? This is your moment. Are you ready for this?
This year, join the gym that can help you reach your goals at Move Fitness.
Are you ready for this?
My name is Jennifer, and this is my Summit Cancer Center story. I was diagnosed with breast cancer in November of 2015. Getting a cancer diagnosis is literally like having the rug pulled out from underneath you. When I'm at Summit Cancer Centers, I feel like they're kind of part of my family in a sense. They've always had my best interests in mind, so I'm actually very hopeful for the future. I would recommend Summit Cancer Center.
Why do couples choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
I need it a little cool.
And I need it a lot of cool.
Sleep Number does that. Sleep up to 15 degrees cooler on each side. 9 out of 10 couples sleep better. And now save 40% on our new special edition smart bed. Shop a Sleep Number store near you.
Mom's gonna love this.
All right, kids, come on. It's time for bed.
Good morning, Mr. Snuggles.
Make breakfast special with the cocoa and hazelnutty goodness of Nutella.
Alice's birthday is coming up. We're in this comfy room in Triple Play Hotel so we can make plans without her hearing.
So we need a huge cake, a giant salad, and a good-sized mariachi band. Hold on a second. Does it seem a little dark in here for 2 p.m.?
Sorry, guys. Where I'm from, they didn't do birthdays. It's very exciting.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, a ropes course, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
It's bigger and better. The original annual Spokane Boat Show is 4 days with major dealers from the region. Family friendly and free parking at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center.
It is 6:23. Washington, D.C.'s NFL team is back in the NFC Championship game for the first time in 33 years. That's when legendary WSU Cougar quarterback Mark Rypien eventually led the team to a Super Bowl victory.
Our sports director Jack Wallace talked with Rypien about how he sees this year's Commanders team, plus his thoughts on the other Cougs in the league.
What have you seen from your perspective as a former guy in the league to how this team has been able to do it so fast?
Well, Jack, I think none of us outside those guys, like in behind the walls there, realized it would come this fast. And maybe even to them to start, they probably figured, we need to build a culture here in Washington and kind of get this bad taste out of our mouths. 33 years and only five playoff games, and maybe only one or two playoff wins. So it's been futility for a long period of time.
What's sort of your perspective of seeing guys that can come from the Palouse, can come from Washington State and be able to get to the NFL and be very successful in the NFL?
Well, Jack, we're always proud of our Cougs, the NFL, Cougs in any sport. And what Frankie's done this year is I think just a dedication to a guy that got a good start, played a lot of games in Pullman. Also knocked my nephew out in the Boise State game. So, he's a tough, hard-nosed football player, plays the game right. And
obviously, an incredibly difficult defense, about the best defense statistically in the league this year. So what does Washington have to do to be able to do better in that and do it again on the road and pull that off there?
It's a hard out, to win in Philadelphia. Nick Sirianni and the group there and the fan base there's as good a fan base there in the NFL. I mean, they're crazy, they're rabid, and they'll get right in your face. But they love their team, so that's what you want. You want a group of fans that come on out there each and every week, and through good or bad, they're there and they're supporting the guys. So it's going to be a tough game, tough situation.
Well, a heck of a finish last night in North Idaho as the Vandals welcomed in the Northern Colorado Bears that hadn't lost a conference game yet this season. We're going to fast forward to the final few minutes here. Vandals trail by just 2, and it's Colton Mitchell with the step back for the lead. Bears score late, so it's the last chance for the Vandals.
Watch
and
this.
Colton Mitchell, running out of time, shoots, and he gets the buzzer beater to win it for the Vandals. And UNC are no longer unbeaten in conference play. Just a huge upset there. An amazing shot by Mitchell.
Just boom, flawless.
Yeah, he was signing autographs at the end of the night. He'll be talking about this forever.
That's incredible.
So cool. So cool.
Congrats.
Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:26.
Connecting homeless people in our community with the resources they need. After the break, how this annual event can help get people off the streets.
Plus, Americans are one step closer to learning about some of the biggest assassinations in U.S. history. Yesterday, President Trump signing an executive order declassifying some of those files. Hannah Joy is breaking down which files are set to become public and what information could come from them. And before we go to a break, here's a first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America starting at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, accused Idaho College murder suspect Bryan Kohberger back in court in a bid to get critical DNA evidence against him dismissed. Lead defense attorney Ann Taylor arguing yesterday authorities initially relied on information from the surviving roommate who told police she had been drinking too much and had memory problems. She also says one of the victims came down the stairs during the time of the attack.
They know that fact is wrong.
The defense arguing that information was not provided to the judge at the time, laying the groundwork to question the beginning of the investigation and collection of evidence that led prosecutors to zero in on Kohberger, but prosecutors pushing back.
And there is nothing obtained that was obtained in violation of any of the defendant's constitutional rights.
Coming up at 7 a.m., we'll tell you what's next in this high-profile case. With your GMA First Look, I'm Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Touch can mean so many things, even for people with moderate to severe eczema. Touch can make 2 feel like 1, or simply be a helping hand. Dupixent can help you stay ahead of eczema as you welcome the feeling of touch. Dupixent helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your skin from within. Many adults saw 90% clearer skin. Some even achieved long-lasting clearer skin. And fast itch relief after the first dose. Severe allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain, vision changes, or blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma or other medicines without talking to your doctor. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, helps you feel the heal. See the difference for yourself. Reach out to your eczema specialist today.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. Sign up for the 4 News Now playbook at KXLY.com.
Life moves fast, and we get it. You're busy. Our digital banking can change how you manage your money. Whether you're chatting with a representative after hours, depositing a check from your phone, or meeting with us face-to-face. Wherever life takes you, we've got you covered. It's your money. Access it anytime, anywhere. Open your account at p1fcu.org. P1FCU, your community, your credit union.
Planning a trip to 49 degrees north? Make Mistaqua Casino Hotel your home base for an unforgettable ski, stay, and play experience. Store your gear securely in our convenient ski lockers. And after a day on the slopes, relax in our indoor swimming pool, hot tub, or unwind in one of our comfortable, beautiful new hotel rooms. Mistaqua Casino Hotel is located just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Visit Mistaqua.com for more details.
We have all your SUV options here at Post Falls Volkswagen. Choose the SUV with easy-to-use technology that best meets your needs and budget. There are so many choices, so take as many test drives as you want, and our knowledgeable staff will assist you with all the information you need.
Get the Atlas with 1.9% APR for 60 months or a $3,500 bonus. Drive home your dream SUV today.
Find SUV options at Post Falls Volkswagen, the home of 0000.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning, and thanks so much for waking up with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Friday, January 24th. Welcome to the end of your week here. We made it. Let's check in with Mark Peterson, who is back this morning with what we can expect as we head out the door.
And also many stories from the vacation.
So many.
Right. Yeah, just telling stories. All right, good morning, everybody. It is a cold start and not a lot of wind. We see that steam coming straight up. 19 degrees with no wind, actually, in the West Plains, which is rare. It's going to be a cold start, and it's going to be a cool day. There's no doubt about it. Shredding? Yeah, you're not going to see powder, but you'll see plenty of sunshine in the higher elevations, lower elevations, colder weekend ahead. Very dry conditions. We're going to hold on to the snow that we have, though, no doubt about that. It will start to get warmer by the middle and end of next week. The details coming up here in about 20 minutes. We look at the forecast radar. We're not going to see much of anything in the form of clouds, no moisture, no precipitation, really no wind. Everything's looking pretty good. Could get a little breezy this afternoon for a little bit, but that's going to be about it. And we're going to have clouds on the move. Things look pretty good. We'll see maybe some clouds Sunday afternoon around dinner time. 19 degrees currently into the valley. We have 11 in Deer Park. And Cheney, you're at 15 degrees with 16 into Hayden. Our high today, 32 degrees with plenty of sunshine.
2 men arrested in a Spokane Valley SWAT standoff will make their first appearance in court today.
An investigation into a December shooting led detectives to the home at East 9th and University yesterday. U.S. Marshals were there to arrest 36-year-old Michael Roslow in connection with the crime, but he was uncooperative. That prompted a response from several agencies, including SWAT and crisis negotiators. Now, ultimately, law enforcement forced Roslow from the home with a chemical agent and arrested him. About an hour later, officers found 34-year-old Aaron Woodward hiding in a basement crawl space. He had an active felony warrant for theft. For those who live in the neighborhood, this all came as a shock.
The kids go out, you know, they ride their bike, they will jog around, but like we were talking about, it's not something that you would know would happen in your neighborhood.
Roslow is being held on a $500,000 bond. A second suspect in the December shooting, 38-year-old convicted felon Jesse Osborne, was arrested last week. He's being held on a $750,000 bond.
New on Good Morning Northwest this morning, a 43-year-old man accused of shooting and killing 53-year-old William McCrate last fall in a Safeway parking lot in Millwood will not face a murder charge. The prosecutor's office says Jonathan Bryman acted in self-defense. He was arrested in Hayden after a Spokane County deputy say he shot William McCrate and then left the state. According to Spokane County Chief Criminal Deputy Prosecutor Preston McCollum, the office dropped the second-degree murder charge against Bryman in light of new evidence investigators found in McCrate's cell phone. McCollum said McCrate was also armed with a realistic-looking handgun identified as a silver BB gun in court documents and a makeshift knife strapped to his wrist. Bryman still faces a charge for unlawful possession of a firearm. President Trump has signed an executive order to release all documents related to the killings of JFK, Robert F. Kennedy, and Martin Luther King Jr.
Americans are now one step closer to learning more about the 3 of the biggest assassinations in U.S. history. Hannah joins the Breaking Now desk this morning. And Hannah, when will we know what is exactly in these documents?
Natalie, well, that's up for discussion. All we know is that most of the JFK documents have been released, but there are thousands of other files we have not seen.
What remains is about 4,400 documents from a variety of federal agencies, primarily the CIA, that still contain some redactions, ranging from a word to a paragraph to a page to the whole document.
Experts don't expect any shocking information from the files. Years ago, Lee Harvey Oswald was identified as the gunman in the JFK assassination, but there are still conspiracy theories. As for the MLK assassination, those documents could reveal more information, in particular how and if the FBI was involved in his killing. The Department of Justice determined James Earl Ray acted alone. In response to Trump's order, Dr. King's family released a statement saying, "We hope to be provided the opportunity to review the files as a family prior to its public release." Trump is giving officials 15 days to come up with a plan to release the records. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. In Southern California, firefighters are working to contain yet another wildfire in Los Angeles and Ventura counties. The Hughes Fire, which we told you about earlier this week, started on Wednesday. So far, it's burned more than 10,000 acres and is putting more than 14,000 structures at risk. The fire is now 36% contained. So far, there's no injuries reported with this fire, but there have been more than 40 deaths linked to all the fires burning in Southern California.
And firefighters are expected to get some rain relief in the days ahead, but depending on where it falls and how much, it could unleash a whole different kind of threat on people who've lost everything. The rain can cause mudslides and possibly flooding. To prepare, crews have been passing out sandbags to fire-scarred areas where there are precious few trees, structures, and vegetation to handle all that rain. And these fires have destroyed thousands of homes and forced tens of thousands of people to evacuate.
And it's not just people. Dogs and cats at animal shelters in the fire zone were also evacuated. Now, some are being sent out to different parts of the U.S., including right here in the inland Northwest. Dogs are being flown to Seattle, Missoula, and to Companions Animal Center here in Hayden. The dogs should be arriving on Sunday, and most of them will be available for adoption or fostering very soon after. So if you're looking for a new buddy, now might be the time.
Yeah.
Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:36.
Let's check in again with Mark. And we've been talking so much about our lack of snow, especially compared to these places that don't see it.
Over 8 inches in Thibodaux, Louisiana.
Crazy.
Amarillo, Texas. 10 inches of snow. Mobile, Alabama. 7.5. Yeah, everybody's getting the snow but us. And it looks like we're going to continue to be very dry for the foreseeable future. We're going to have a full check of the forecast coming your way.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
Carla Pepperzak risked everything as part of the Dutch resistance during the Holocaust. Now, her extraordinary story is being told by a Gonzaga filmmaker. Hear from the amazing woman whose courage defied hate. Tonight at 6, only on 4 News Now.
Not the best sound to start your day with, is it? Your next decision should be to call Precision. Our professionally trained technicians are here to provide you with award-winning service every time, so we can get you back up and running fast. Call or book online today.
A new year and a new adventure with the perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. With pure power unleashed and future-forward technology. Because every mile matters and every path leads to new possibilities. Get $5,250 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Plus, current Chevy owners and lessees get an additional $1,000 cash allowance when you purchase. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Why is a touchless wash best? Touchless doesn't smack and beat your vehicle with rags and raw brushes with the risk of scratches. Instead, we have multiple nozzles that deliver powerful 800 PSI water jets, covering everything from the sides, the roof, and even the undercarriage. Our mixtures remove dirt, grime, and those nasty, nasty street chemicals.
Car Wash Plaza, it's the best in the Northwest.
Man, I can take real good care of you. See? Works perfectly for you, right?
At Craig Swap & Associates, we don't get paid until you win.
One call, that's all. 509-999-9999.
The
future's uncertain, but you're more likely to get a high-paying gig if you're armed with college or career training after high school. WA Grant makes that education affordable or even free. See if you qualify at wagrant.org.
Experience the sound, excitement, and fun of the Rod Stewart Hybrid Tribute live on one magical night at Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, February 20th. Visit cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
Good morning and welcome back. It's now 6:40. We are just a few weeks into this new year, and maybe you're already thinking about planning on using those holiday vacation or with those vacation days, not holiday. The bad news, domestic travel is more expensive now than it was this time last year.
Round trip domestic ticket right now will average you about $300, up 12% from this time last year. But the good news is that we're not expecting significant price hikes between now and peak summer months.
That is lead economist at travel app Hopper, Haley Berg. She suggests looking to international travel for the best deals. If your sights are set on a spring vacation in Mexico or the Caribbean, Berg says now is the time to book.
All right, good morning. 10-second takeaway on a Friday. It's going to be a frosty start. There's no doubt about it. Sunshine today. You'll want warm layers. Could get breezy this afternoon for a little bit. Sunglasses at the ready. 32 the high.
The 13th annual Spokane Homeless Connect kicked off at the Spokane Convention Center yesterday. It helps people who are homeless with all kinds of services. The event featured dozens of behavioral health resources, including Revive, which offers therapy and addiction treatment. People who come to Revive do not have to be clean or sober before starting treatment. One man says Revive helped him find housing after spending years on the street.
I have a bunch of felonies for assault, and they got me actually off the street. They got me into the housing, and now I'm through counseling. I mean, the counseling's good.
Rockwell McKean, who you just heard from there, says going through counseling and working with his caseworker made Revive feel like a family to him. Lots of good services there.
It is now 6:41.
Idaho schools are facing a funding emergency. We got Allison Martinez live to tell us what you can do to help.
In a few months, many people living in Idaho will have to make an important decision regarding their local school districts. I'll explain coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Magical moments. Snowy adventures. Warming up. Making memories. A winter wonderland. The perfect close-by getaway this winter is Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Find countless ways to play and plan your escape at cdawinter.com.
Are you looking for a great place to get a great workout and crush those New Year's resolution goals? Let's go! Join now and strive to thrive in 2025 at Move Fitness. Join the movement.
At Parker Toyota, our commitment to you begins the moment you drive off the lot in your new vehicle.
We have more Toyota Master Diagnostic technicians than anyone in the Northwest.
That means our technicians are the most experienced at identifying and fixing any mechanical issues, ensuring that your Toyota receives the care it deserves.
Open 7 days a week. Call or go online to schedule your appointment at parkertoyota.com.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
Your home is more than a place, it's a feeling, a reflection of who you are. And at the Tin Roof, we believe furniture should do more than fill a room. It should inspire it. From timeless dining tables to sofas you can sink into and decor that tells your story, every piece is thoughtfully curated to make your space feel effortlessly you. Because it's not just furniture, it's where memories are made, where comfort lives, and where life happens. It's more than furniture, it's a feeling.
Carla Pepperzak risked everything as part of the Dutch resistance during the Holocaust. Now, her extraordinary story is being told by a Gonzaga filmmaker. Hear from the amazing woman whose courage defied hate. Tonight at 6, only on 4 News Now.
4 News Now is brought to you by Bigfoot Mechanical.
Good morning and welcome back at 6:44. A change in the way Idaho funds school has left many districts in the red. Instead of receiving money for the number of students enrolled, now the schools only get money when kids are in a classroom.
The sniffles, flu, and COVID are making the school's budget sick. Allison Martinez shows us how the schools hope that you'll help them.
An important piece to this is understanding how Idaho schools are getting the majority of their funding. During the pandemic, the state of Idaho funded public schools based on enrollment. Superintendents from the Lakeland and Post Falls school districts tell me this method really works for them, and it also works for the needs of their students. Before that and now, schools are awarded money based on average daily attendance, or ADA. The formula you see on your screen shows how that number is reached. Local superintendents are feeling the effects, and here's what they had to say.
So that equates to $20,976 a day in operational funding that we lose because of our state's funding formula.
Post Falls Superintendent Dina Nacarado has skated through budget issues for years. Now she's hoping the ice doesn't break beneath her.
Our funding formula has built into it, basically, an inability to provide a uniform and thorough public education like the Constitution says that we're supposed to have here in Idaho.
During the pandemic, funding for Idaho public schools was based on enrollment rather than attendance. Now they're back to old ways, leaving the fate of many local districts in taxpayers' hands. Just a few miles away from Post Falls, another school district is facing the same issue. Lakeland Superintendent Lisa Arnold says attendance-based funding leaves her district with less money and more migraines.
It does cause me a lot of sleepless nights to think about what it looks like moving forward.
The Lakeland district is known for being tight-knit and community-based, a model they are trying to keep.
Because our model works, the best thing about small neighborhood schools is every student is known by name, and they have connections to the adults in the building. And
for Arnold's district, current class sizes of 25 could turn to 30 or 40 unless
we have no choice but to ask patrons for operational funding. It's a problem.
In just a couple months, Arnold and Nacarado hope people will say yes to their schools when they vote on special levies in spring and avoid pruning the classroom experience for kids.
It's fundamental to everything that we do. It needs to pass.
In North Idaho, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now. The Lakeland School District is asking voters to say yes to a $7.5 million levy in May. This is the number it came to after its $9.5 million levy failed in November. Post Falls voters will have to make a decision on whether or not to renew the current levy of nearly $6 million per year every 2 years. You can visit both school districts' websites for more information. In studio, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
Allison, thanks. Well, here's a live look outside, looking a little different than since the last time we checked in.
Yeah, we got some low clouds hanging out there. Some
little light fog coming off the river. It's so cold.
Wow. Yeah, it's really cold.
Yeah, temperatures in the teens all over the place. And this is going to be the trend through the morning hours. 11 in Deer Park, 15 Cheney, 19 into Spokane Valley, and you have 16s in Post Falls and Hayden. So be prepared for that as you walk out the door. We're going to have plenty of sunshine today. That's why we're talking about the sunglasses. 25 at 10. By noon, we should finally break the 30-degree barrier, and we're going to be freezing all afternoon long. Once the sun sets, it's going to be clear and another cold night ahead. Winds aren't going to play a big deal. Maybe this afternoon, a little breezy, but that's it. Nationally, it is still snow in New England. We have snow in Tennessee heading towards the Carolinas. That's going to be the trend they'll be seeing while it's rain down off the Gulf. And this system is moving south. It is starting to move into California. California this morning, again, having issues with not only winds into Northern California, but a fire weather warning again for areas of Orange County and San Bernardino. This is going to be till 10 o'clock this morning, but any winds they get could fuel and make those fires worse, and that has been the fear. They're going to continue to see wind as that next system comes in. The 4-day forecast by this evening, we're clear. We get into Saturday. We're clear. We get into Sunday. We don't see anything other than maybe a few clouds Sunday evening and a few variable high-thin clouds all the way through Monday. So it's going to be clear and it's going to be cold. We're going to see temperatures today warm up to freezing in Grand Coulee, 42, 41 into the Tri-Cities. Everybody's dry. We're going to be dry all through the weekend, but highs only about 30 degrees Saturday and Sunday. But those overnight lows into the teens and then slowly warming up for the middle and end of next week. Hey, hope you're having a great start to your Friday at 6:50. Your morning sprint's coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
It's back, the Big Boat Show, 4 big days. Come on out, shop and compare. There's something for everyone at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Learn more at SpokaneBoatShow.com.
I've been in the sporting goods business all my life, and what my customers tell me is they want American, made in the U.S. They want tough, rugged, and durable. They want freedom, and freedom to go where they want and to get back safely.
America's low boats, powered by Mercury Outboards, along with Elephant Boys Boating Store, can give you that freedom. At Elephant Boys Boating Store with Mercury Outboards, we have what you want.
As temperatures drop, your heating bill will inevitably rise. And with cold weather right around the corner, things are about to get expensive. But Bill's Heating and AC is here to help. We're including a free cold climate heat pump with every furnace while supplies last. You heard that right. Cut your heating bills in half with a new energy-efficient cold climate heat pump for free. We're the area's top cold climate heat pump experts. So don't miss out on this incredible offer. Call Bill's Heating and AC today.
For the professional, it's not enough to possess knowledge. We seek to refine it, to wield its power, to redefine its boundaries. Knowledge is put to the test in every GMC Sierra. Get 0.9% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. That's over $4,200 in average finance savings. See your local GMC dealer.
Come on out to the Spokane Boat Show. We've got boats of all types and sizes. Heavy metal, smaller fishing boats, open bow, high-performance ski and wakeboard boats, pontoons, kayaks, canoes, and personal watercraft.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Welcome back. The time right now, 6:53, and it's time to get you ready to take on your Friday and the weekend in the morning sprint.
Yeah, Mark Peterson tracking a sunny day ahead and a little bit of a warm-up.
Hannah Joy is live in studio with details on ICE agents' arrests of hundreds of migrants in sanctuary cities.
And Allison Martinez in studio with a breakdown on the way Idaho funds public schools, leaving many districts scrambling.
But first, we're starting with breaking news we've been tracking this morning. A crash and a fire on I-90 near Liberty Lake that shut down the freeway from State Line to Liberty Lake for several hours this morning. Take a look at what's left of this pickup here. These pictures are from Greg Riddell with the Washington State Patrol. He says the pickup was traveling east when it lost control, hit the cable barrier in the median, and then rolled into the westbound lanes. The driver was ejected and does have life-threatening injuries. Right now, I-90 is back open in both directions, and this is being investigated as a DUI. We'll let you know when we learn more information.
All right, good morning, everybody. It is a Friday. We're starting it off clear and cold. Temperatures into the teens all over the place. That forecast radar says we're going to continue to be clear, sunny, beautiful. Into Montana, if you're traveling there, maybe a fresh morning snow, but the afternoon looks great. They're going to get more cloud cover later on today and tomorrow. We'll see a few clouds coming across, but that is going to be about it, and that's going to be our whole weekend. Right now this morning, 11 in Deer Park, 19 into the valley, 14 into Cheney, with temperatures of 16 into Post Falls. We'll have a high today of 32, sunny with relatively light winds.
This morning, more than 500 undocumented migrants have been arrested. ICE agents took people into custody in cities such as New York, Chicago, and Boston.
I wouldn't describe them as raids. What it seems to be is what we expected and what I support, which is the apprehension of criminals in our communities.
Sources say most of the arrests appear to be suspected criminals. Meanwhile, a judge in Seattle has blocked Trump's order to end birthright citizenship. Another hearing on the issue is in 2 weeks. For updates on the Trump administration,
a jury convicted a man of raping and murdering his wife. It happened last March in Pullman. Jamie Wilson Spray was on the phone at this mobile home in Pullman when she was attacked. When police arrived, they found her dead inside the trailer. During the investigation, Jacob Spray's father told police his son confessed to the murder. The jury decided that Jacob was guilty. A judge will determine his sentence at a hearing March 24th.
Well, a major hearing yesterday in the murder case of 4 University of Idaho students. Brian Kohberger's defense team fought to get critical DNA evidence tossed from the case. His attorneys are taking aim at DNA analysis known as investigative genetic genealogy, a process where police enter DNA profiles into a public database to find relatives and narrow the list of potential suspects. Kohberger's team told the judge police provided false information in the affidavit of probable cause. If they can prove it, that search warrant would be tossed from the case.
2 men arrested in a Spokane Valley SWAT standoff should make their first court appearance today. An investigation into a December shooting led detectives to a home at 9th and University yesterday. U.S. Marshals were there to arrest 36-year-old Michael Roslow in connection with the crime. About an hour later, officers found 34-year-old Aaron Woodward hiding in a basement crawl space. He had an active felony warrant for theft. Roslow is being held on a $500,000 bond.
A 43-year-old man accused of shooting and killing a 53-year-old William McWright last fall in a Safeway parking lot in Millwood will not face a murder charge. The prosecutors say that Jonathan Bryman acted in self-defense. He was arrested in Hayden after Spokane County deputies say he shot William McWright and then left the state. According to the Spokane County Chief Criminal Deputy Prosecutor, the office dropped the second-degree murder charge against Bryman in light of new evidence that investigators found in McWright's cell phone. Bryman still faces a charge for unlawful possession of a firearm.
A change in the way Idaho funds public schools is leaving many districts scrambling. Instead of receiving money for the number of students enrolled, the schools only get money when kids are in the classroom. Superintendents from the Lakeland and Post Falls school districts tell us this is costing them, and there's a lot at stake, from smaller class sizes to affordable after-school activities. Now the districts say taxpayers could save the day by approving levies in the spring.
Rising insurance costs are affecting so many in our communities, including your local animal shelters. A Better Together Animal Alliance in Pend Oreille is one of the shelters dealing with rising costs. From 2019 to 2023, its insurance premium more than tripled. The Spokane Humane Society has also been hit with higher insurance costs, forcing it to cut back on staff and the types of animals it can take. While both the shelters deal with this struggle, there are ways you can help make a difference in these animal lives. Find out on KXLY.com.
And we'll be back right after.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Welcome to the card for Zags fans who dream big. Get your exclusive Gonzaga debit card from Numerica today.
Yolk from Yolk's Fresh Market. What are dogs called in the winter? Chili dogs.
So as you take a live look outside, that's a little steam coming off the river. It's cold outside, temperatures into the teens all over the place, and we have some blue sky. So plan accordingly, get those warm layers on, and your shades and a nice warm hat. You lose most of your heat out of the top of your head. Well, 32 will be our high today. We're going to see that early this afternoon. Plenty of sunshine. Winds are going to be light. Ditto for Saturday and Sunday. Mostly sunny conditions. Temperatures around 30 degrees. And then we're going to be into the low 30s Monday, Tuesday. Warming to at or above average Wednesday, Thursday.
Thanks so much for starting your Friday with us right here on Good Morning Northwest.
We'll see you throughout the morning on Good Morning America. Have a great day.